Hi, my name is Nancy Rebecca. I'm a registered nurse, but I work as a full-time clairvoyant psychic. And I get so many questions where people are asking me, okay, so how do you work? Like, what do people come to see you for? And so I thought I would make a video just about different clients that I work with and different results that we have. So one of the stories that I'm going to share with you today was a client that came in about 3 weeks ago. And I've known of her work. She is very healthy. She eats healthy. She's physically healthy. She's bright. She's dynamic. She meditates. She journals. She's a great kind of inspirational speaker. So basically, and she's beautiful, and she's got her life together. She phoned because she had become pretty sick. She had had some treatment. She had gone to the doctor, but she was so sick that she said she literally couldn't get out of bed for 2 months. She was deeply fatigued. She just felt like even getting up to go to the kitchen or the bathroom, she was just wiped out and then would have to go back to bed again. And so when she went to get checked out, they couldn't find anything wrong with her. So she made an appointment with me, and so she was sharing with me what was going on. And working as a clairvoyant means that I can see her energy field. And I could see that at the top of her energy field, her aura, so we have this aura that goes all the way around her body. So I could see that there was a big tear in the top of her aura, and I could see in her energy field, it was just black, 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 this really heavy, heavy black energy. And it almost looked like, I kind of call it death energy, meaning, yeah, almost like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know. It's just this dark energy, and I just know it as death energy. So because I work as a psychic, I can look at past lives, and there was definitely a past life coming up for her. And in the past life, there was this death. I mean, it was kind of this horrific death, and there was this group that had died, and they had lack of food and lack of resources. And so there were a couple of past lives, and I was just like, wow, there's just all this death. And I could see in her chakras, and she was kind of looking at me like, not really totally connecting with what I was saying. And she just felt really fatigued, and it was like the more I was working with her, the more fatigued she was getting. She was feeling quite ill. She asked me if she could lay down. So I continued to work with her. I continued to read her energy field. I continued to clear the past lives that I could see. But of the 2 past lives that I cleared, it really helped give her a sense of relief, but not a complete sense of relief. And then I was looking at her root chakra. So your root chakra is an energy center. A chakra is an energy center, or it's known as spinning wheel. And this energy center that we cannot see with the human eyes, I mean, I can see them, but the general population cannot currently see energy fields. But I do believe that we will develop our skill and ability. I think that we will kind of ascend vibrationally over time. I think that more and more of us are starting to be able to see energy fields. So anyway, I could see in a root chakra, which is the survival chakra, that was really particularly loaded with this death energy. And I could see that she was having a hard time really connecting to her own human body and to the earth. And again, she's looking at me like, I'm I don't know what you're coming up with and what this has to do with me being sick, but I'm going to keep hanging in there with you. And I couldn't deny what I was seeing. And that's what I always try to tell people. The energy field, your energy field cannot lie. Like, you might not think that there's a problem going on. You may not feel that there's a problem going on, but your energy field shows clearly that there's a problem that's happening. So I got her root chakra repaired. Her spiritual chakra was quite disconnected. And I couldn't tell, is this a past life? Is it ancestral? Is this in your ancestral line? So for me, I've done this work for years, for over 20 years. I've done readings. And so I was quite perplexed with what could have happened to her that was so dramatic that she couldn't get out of bed for a couple months. So finally, it was at the end, like sometimes I have to clear. It's almost like a detective. You just have to clear layers, or like sometimes I tell people it's like reading a book. Like, I have to go through chapter after chapter after chapter, and it's finally at the end of the book is when the author reveals who done it, right? And so that's how I work with people. So it's like I get to the end of the book, and finally I said, I can't help but think I've got this niggling feeling it has something to do with your mother's mother, your grandmother on your mother's side. And suddenly she pipes up and she goes, oh, well, my mother's mother just died yesterday. And I just stopped and I said, oh my God, are you serious? And she said, I'm really serious. She said, she died yesterday and I got to spend a lot of time with her before her death. And so she said, and she's been really sick and I'm happy that she's at peace now. But she said, I still don't get what that has to do with me. So I want to take a couple minutes to explain what that has to do with her and when anyone is around death, what it has to do with you. So you have your physical body and you have your energetic field, and stored in your chakras are past life, past experiences where you have died and then you were born again, and then you died and then you were born into another body again, and you died and you were born into another body again. When you're around, even if you just go to a funeral or you're around somebody who has recently died, or maybe you've even had a friend that recently died, you can have some of those past lives where you died get triggered. And I call it death energy. All that old death energy comes to the surface. But for this particular woman, it happened to be her grandmother. It happened to be someone that she's genetically connected to through DNA. But also, she knows her. She was energetically connected, energetically bonded to her grandmother. So then that's going to be even more exacerbated in your energy field. When you have death energy, or what I call death pictures or death memories in your energy field, it makes you feel really, really, really sick, because your energy field thinks it's dying or may feel like it's dying, and it doesn't know the difference. You literally have to say, okay, I'm not the one dying here, grandma's dying, or I'm not the one dying here, I'm here at my friend's funeral. You have to let your body know so that your body can say, oh, thanks for letting me know, and you can release it. And the best way is to remind yourself of what the current date is. You just say today's date, you say your current age, and you talk to your body and say, you're not dying. You're watching a movie where people are dying. That can even trigger you. So she literally became very, very, very ill from all this death energy in her field. After we cleared all that death energy, she felt incredibly well. She had energy again. She felt her vitality, life force energy come back again, and she felt tremendously better. So that's the type of work that I do, using the combination of my education as a registered nurse, working as a nurse at the hospital years ago, and my ability to work as a clairvoyant and look at the energy field and really pinpoint what's going on. And so it's like, I always kind of joke around. I say, I'm kind of the person at the bottom of the food chain, meaning people will normally go see, definitely I want you to go see your doctors, go see your therapist, go see the acupuncturist, go see the massage therapist, go see the chiropractor, go see the cranial sacral person, go see to see if we can sort out what the problem is. But also see energy workers that sometimes can get to those kind of otherworldly things that can literally make you physically ill. So I hope that helped you learn something today. You can take that little educational tidbit the next time you go to a funeral or someone in your own family has died. So you could just pat your knee and tell your body, I'm not dying. I'm not the one that's dying. So that you don't have this flood of what I call death energy come up in your energy field. So I hope you found that helpful today. And if you want any more information about the work that I do or our courses, then you can just visit our website at intuitivemind.org.